What makes art racist? Art is a freedom of expression, so how can you tell if art really is racist? Freedom of expression is a cornerstone of democracy, in particular for artists and journalists. There's a very thin line of freedom of expression and promotion of hatred or demeaning the values of someone else. My first example is something that recently happened at the Boston Museum of Fine Arts. Over the summer, visitors were invited to via Facebook post to channel your inner Camille Monet. Visitors put on robes and posed in front of the famous painting. The painting was supposed to emphasize her Western identity. Ambassadors were on site to help museum goers dress up. This is an example of the museum as well as the society as a whole not realizing what they think is a celebration of a culture but is really racist and disrespectful. The museum hoped visitors left with a better understanding of Japanese art, but what better understanding does this consist of? A quote that really stuck out to me was an anonymous submission by someone that they said the act of a non-Japanese museum staff throwing these kimonos on passerbyers as a costume event is an insult not only to our identities, experiences, and histories as Asian Americans in America, but affects how society as a whole continues to deny our voices. When you walk into a magazine store, 9 out of 10 covers will feature a Caucasian, slim woman because that's the ideal image. When you see a black or Asian figure shown, that's an exception, not normal. So what does that mean when we talk about society? Racism in contemporary art has been very prominent. Western artists often cast black figures as servants. Karen Marshall first noticed the absence of blacks in the visual field by reading comic books, not visiting museums, which can lead to the effect of children's views. Marshall is slowly trying to rewrite the history. Marshall is known for putting black figures center stage for his beautiful paintings. For example, in this image, you can see the prominent black figures which can strike viewers' attention as abnormal. Marshall believes that the lighter your skin, the more accepted you are, and the darker, the more generalized. Marshall wants the presence of black figures in art history to be a normal sight. A quote that he said that I really liked was, "But if you are always standing on the sideline as witness to other people achieving great things, then ultimately that is a damaging psychological effect because it undermines your self-worth." Artists have complete freedom of moving in and out of whatever community or race they want, so why not build something good? Different communities should work together to eliminate discriminating certain races.